Hi everybody, welcome to SimCity! This is a series now. I've made this a series. It was so popular when I did the evening with Sips. Everybody was saying that I should do a series. Lots of likes, lots of comments, more than on any video I've ever had, I think. So I feel like I should do a series of this. I'm playing the hell out of this right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't mind starting up a new region or a new city and playing through it. Hopefully you guys will want to watch the whole thing. I'm going to play by myself. I'm going to create a private game that I can maybe invite people to later if people want to, get other people into the game or whatever. But SimCity for me has always been a solo experience, something I enjoy doing by myself. That being said, I like the region stuff that they've included in the new version of SimCity. I think it's pretty cool that you can sort of get on and trade with your friends and sort of enhance each other's cities. People can play roles in regions and stuff like that. I think all that's really cool, and it's something that I'll probably want to get into later on. But for now, I'm just enjoying playing the game single player, and this series and playthrough will be single player until people just start yelling so much that they want to see other people or whatever. But that's okay. So let's jump in and start our region, start our city, our first city. I can join a game that's in progress, or I can just create my own game. I'm going to create my own game. I know I did all this in the evening with Sips, but come on, this is a new series. We've got to start fresh. We've got to pick the right region. The other region I picked had like 16 city slots in it. I'm never going to use all those. I'm going to probably pick something that's a bit smaller, like maybe Cape Trinity or Whitewater Valley. Something, maybe this was 7. I think Whitewater Valley. Is there any more with 5? 5's a good number. I think 5's a good number. Okay, no, that's it. So Whitewater Valley, small little region, 5 cities, a great work site, which we could hopefully get to start shipping stuff over to and creating. I think I know how they work. I haven't really gotten to the point where I've made a great works or started working on a great work site. So that should be pretty cool. Kind of looking forward to that. 5 cities to play with. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to concentrate on one city, try to get that as well-rounded and working and rich as possible. And then once we finish that city, if people still want me to keep playing and keep wanting to watch the series, we can go off and we can create another series and have the 2 cities work together, or all 5 of these cities working together. That'd be pretty neat, I think. So yeah, let's do this. Whitewater Valley, 5 cities, 1 great work site. Great. Let's name the region. Let's call it Sipswater Valley. Jeez. The greatest naming. You're gonna find any series I do, when I name stuff, very original naming. I mean, I don't just use my name in everything. No, not me. I come up with very original names. Private region, heck yes. Sandbox mode, heck no. Next, that's it. Sipswater Valley. It's going to be a valley full of water made by me. Clean water, I'll have you know. It's clean water. So here we go. We're almost ready to go. We just need to pick a city. The site of our first city, let's see. Twain has jack shit except for some water. It's got tons of water, so I don't think we'll start there. We want to start somewhere where they're like something like this. Look at this, nice and flat-ish anyway. A little bit of water, so we can maybe have like a high value zone of houses or maybe commercial buildings or something there. Look at all this oil, tons of oil, a little bit of ore, lots of coal. So we could potentially make this city into our power provider, utility provider for the rest of the region with all this kind of stuff. Not a lot of wind, so it means that we're kind of jacked if we want to go for eco power. But with all this oil and coal, holy shit, we can set up an oil or a coal burning factory, power plant. And that those things pump out the juice like there's no tomorrow. We could power this whole region with a couple of those. So let's do it. This will be fine. Elm Grove, our new city. This is where we're gonna start. We're just gonna pimp the shit out of this city and see how we go. So I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna play it. I'm going in hot and heavy into Elm Grove. Good God. Oh, look at this. Oh, what a great site. Look at this. It's fantastic. Look, we've got a nice highway. passing straight through the zone. Look, if I pan around, it goes out of the region there. It looks like we're connecting to all of the other cities via road. Doesn't seem to be any rail, but that's okay. We'll just have a lot of people driving in. Oh my god. I'm kind of struggling with the controls here. It's a little bit hazy today. I don't know if you noticed. It looks a bit little bit misty and hazy. Look at all the forest. My god, Jesus. So where to start? Where This is always the worst, isn't it? You get into this game and then you realize how much you can possibly do and stuff, and then you just think, "Oh shit. Where do I even start?" Oh, look at this. Look at these nice, look at the little cars speeding through, having a nice scenic drive on the highway. There's a couple moving vans. I don't know where these moving vans are going. Nobody lives in this region yet. We're about to change that though. So we're going to, we can probably filter stuff off of this main road. This actually save us a lot of money because that's a high density avenue, which costs a lot to make. And it goes straight through the zone. So that's great. We could just sort of like have high density roads connecting to this. We don't want to have too many intersections along here because we want traffic to flow freely on this road, not get too caught up and stuff. So with that in mind, we could probably get a high density avenue coming up here maybe and connecting up with a whole bunch of stuff. Seems a shame actually. I mean, this is down here is an ideal spot for industry, which pollutes like hell at first, but the more educated people get, you can go into high-tech industry, which doesn't pollute and actually just makes you a ton of money. I don't think I'm going to set any up on the coast here, but maybe if we have like a little area like here for industry, we can also get like a nice sort of like posh area here for mansions and stuff like that. Just have that separated by some parks and shit. And then up here we can have, actually we should probably see where our resources are too, before we start building too much. Holy shit, look at all the oil. Oh my god, look at all the oil! Good grief! That's a lot of oil. What about ore? A little bit of ore up in the corner there, okay. Coal is right in the middle. Is that going to overlap with oil? Somewhat. Not too much. That's okay. So, really, looking in the middle of the map, I mean, if we want to make a lot of money in this city, this area here is going to be highly industrialized as well with some of the specialty stuff, particularly oil. So we'll bear that in mind too. We'll sort of leave this area as empty as we can, which means that we've got all of this area up here for residential and commercial, and a little bit on the side here too. So it's not going to look too fancy. I'm not really good with like designing big circular cities or anything like that. I'm just going to play the game the way I always have played it, and make a massive mess of grids and other shit. No, I'm just kidding. It'll look nice. Once it all comes together, it'll be nice. So we'll start with low density streets. Cheapest streets, well, besides the low density dirt road, which we don't want to have a dirt road. Look at the picture. They make it look like it'd be really quaint with that dirt road and like a gas station and shit, but people would just like get so pissed off like straight away. I think it's best to start with low density streets. That's the way to go. Look at that. Looks nice. Look at all those houses. There's sidewalks and stuff. Dirt road is just kind of shit. So we'll have our first sort of, actually, I think here's probably okay. We'll have our first filter off the main highway here, and we'll have that go into some sort of industrial zone. So we've got straight roads on for now. We could probably switch to square roads, which would be great. Oh, look at this. Look at these snap points. God damn, these snap points are so good. Too close to an existing. Oops, these roads are overlapping. Oops, it's because I haven't quite clicked in the middle of the road. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so we'll set up some industry, some really shitty belching industry there. And then we'll also have a filter off. We said we wanted to sort of build stuff up around here. So that's fine. That's okay. This will be a big intersection. We'll do something similar up here too. Just to get us started with our residential area. So a couple of squares. Whoops, I did the same thing again. I didn't click into it properly. Great. Okay. So get some residential plop down. There we go. We'll also get a little bit industry plop down. Fantastic. Oh, God, yeah. Increase the speed. We are now traveling at llama speed, and we can see, oh, look at that. Industry is just so keen. They're like, oh, shit. Lay the foundations. They need to build. Oh, God, look, another factory springing up. Look, people are starting to move in. I'll play around with the speeds from time to time because, I mean, we'll be sitting here for like 10 years watching all this shit spring up. Pretty much. So there we go. All right, water. We want to get some water straight away. Everybody loves water. Oh, look at this. Look at this water map. Holy crap. Oh, this is gonna be great. We'll get a utilities. We'll get the utilities add-on for City Hall as soon as we can, so that we can pump out the utilities and not have to worry too much. In the meantime, though, let's just plop a water tower here, just for now, just to give us a little bit of supply. For these sort of initial areas of the city that go up. Oh, look at all these bastards. Look at this. They're drinking tap water. They're moving into their new, well, I'd say houses. Most of them are sort of houses. A lot of them are trailers. They don't really have proper paved driveways. Looks like just like lots of little rocks, dirt. Not the best, really. A lot of these trees are kind of dead and stuff. I don't know. Maybe not the best area of town, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Gotta live somewhere. Let's stick to what I was doing in the evening with Sips and placing commercial along the busy roads. I don't know if that still works in this game. I mean, it certainly worked in SimCity 4. They might have changed the way that works, but I'm a firm believer that having commercial on the busy streets is the best. Because then when your city gets huge and you got high rises everywhere, you can pan around and look down this nice huge avenue and just see all these skyscrapers and shit. And I think that looks cool. I always try to make my cities look like New York City for some reason. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. Or maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm the only one out there with a fetish for New York City and the skyline and stuff. God knows. Okay. We need some power. We're going to go for wind power. It's nice and cheap. We'll probably eventually move to coal or oil. Most likely oil, because I think we're going to go nuts with oil, because we can make a ton of money off oil. But for now, just initially, we want to get a wind power plant. So let's just set it up here. Kind of boring, the old wind power. It's kind of cool when you build it out and stuff. And I think when you research that cool turbine thing, it's pretty neat as well. But for now, we'll just stick with this boring old wind power plant. Just let it chug away and power up our city, which is currently in the dark. All these people are just like reading by candlelight in their trailers, waiting for me to activate the power plant. Oh, look at that! First rungs of power come through. Oh yes, everybody's connected. Everybody's on the internet. God, society is just like taking a massive leap forward. Everybody's on the net, surfing the information superhighway at like ridiculous speeds with all this power. They're just shitting themselves, like watching like a million YouTube videos per minute. Oh man, and they're all talking about it in this awesome pizza restaurant. Look at this, flying pies. Look at this sign. If only somebody would make a flying pies in real life and make a sign like that. Oh my God, I'd go every day. Not because I love pizza, just because the sign is just so epic. Look at that. It's amazing. What's this place? Beck's Bros Gas. Oh, shit, yeah. God, everybody's having such a good time. Look, let's slow it down and let's watch people having a good time. In Elm Grove, I haven't even renamed the city yet. Who's this old grandma? It's Michaela Patterson. Feeling happy, going home. Came back... Came from Beck's Bros Gas, walked to the gas station. I guess it's like a convenience store as well. Look at all the people trying to go in. My God, they're all shopping here. Look at all the fancy stuff I can buy. Oh man, like ice and chocolate bars. Oh God, these people are just living like kings already. It's amazing. All right, let's get a sewage output output pipe thing here. Far away from residential, because nobody wants to smell all this shit. The people that work in industry don't mind smelling shit though, apparently, so that's okay. Land value is going to decrease drastically in this area, but hopefully we'll be able to put a nice buffer between this low value land value area here with parks and greens and shit, and then have high value over here. It's going to take some time though. You normally start with low density roads as well, because they're cheap. And also because nothing is going to be anything but low density to start with. It's not until you get to about like a population of say like 5,000 people or whatever that people start demanding like medium density, and then you can just go through and upgrade your roads, because by then you're gonna have a ton of money anyway. So that's the best way to play it. Don't go nuts with like high density avenues and roads at first, because it just chews into all your initial money, and then you won't be able to afford like any services or anything, and they're fucking expensive. God, they're really expensive. Okay, we need to plop a city hall down. My God, I talk so much. I'm really sorry about that. Town hall we will put on the main drag, and if you can see, look here. See all these like little sort of boxes behind and to the side of it? We need to leave enough room at City Hall so that we can upgrade it, and we can add like all the departments of justice and stuff like that. We're gonna put it on the main road though. We're gonna put it here. Because it'll add to the land value around here. People love Town Hall, City Hall. Oh, there we go. We've done it. We've won the game. Look at this. Hey, congratulations, Mayor. Your hard work has paid off. Now that you've built up your town, give it a name. All right. First city. Oh, it's got to be. Let's call it Sip City. Oh yes. A lot of people have said that I should call the whole series Sip City, but actually, let's just name the name of our first city, Sip City, with a space. Sip City. There we go. Sip City is going to be the place to be. We can open a gambling house. It's going to be like the jewel of the entire region. It's going to be fantastic. God, gotta love Sip City. Okay, so as we can see, people are quite happy now. Look, the happiness is rising because people have now realized that there's a town hall, despite the fact that the weather is absolutely balls. Look at this rain. People are still pretty happy, so that's good. We can't do anything with Town Hall at the moment, not until we get 5,000 residents. That's our first upgrade. So we got 27,000 bucks to play with still. Not much demand for anything. We've got a little bit of demand for medium wealth residential, and a lot of demand for low wealth commercial. So let's do that. Let's get some more commercial plop down. We could probably take it to about there. That's fine. And this is the way to keep in the green, money-wise. Just slowly sort of fulfilling demands and stuff, saving up, making sure that you balance things out right so that you can afford services and stuff. A lot of people, I mean, in the first game, SimCity, the original SimCity, you could make these squares, and you could put like a police station in each square, and then a couple of residentials, and then a commercial and stuff. And there wasn't like the budget balancing that they've had in the later games. So you could put tons of services down and it wouldn't really matter. You'd always just still make a ton of money. The first game, and SimCity 2000 was pretty easy too in that sense. You know, things still cost money monthly, but it was so easy to just make a shit ton of money and put down a bunch of Arcos and get big populations and stuff. But that sort of all changed in SimCity 3. Was it 3 or 3000? I can't remember. I didn't even really play it that much. SimCity and SimCity 2000 I played the absolute shit out of, and then SimCity 4 I played a ton of as well. Which was amazing. And now this as well. I've been playing this a lot too. God, I love it. I really do love it. So yeah, so staying in the green, very important. We want to make as much money as we can. The city budget is looking okay at the moment. Our biggest expense is on government for the town hall, and that's just the monthly maintenance or the hourly maintenance required by town hall, and that grows as well as you get more departments and stuff. But it's no problem for us because look at that, we're making the number of the beast, and actually the whole city has been infused with the power of Satan, so we cannot lose now. The Dark Lord is behind us. How could we possibly lose? That's right, Jesus. Take that. I said it. Okay, bit more commercial. We can plop some down here. Oops. There we go. We'll line it up with the other side, and we'll just have a ton of gas stations and other junk down here. People are gonna love it. People love a gas station. Let's also expand out, and looks like we need a little bit more industrial, and we need a little bit more residential. Once we place this industrial, residential demand will probably go up. That's okay. Industrial, as it happens, makes you a ton of money. So it's probably good to have this at the start. Even though it pollutes and stuff, we're going to get rid of this outflow pipe. Look at it. It's just down here, just farting away. Look at all the shit coming out of this pipe. My God. You can zoom right in. You can just watch the shit splattering out into the pipe. I don't know what it does when it lands in this area here. I don't know if it just like sort of evaporates in the sun, or what. But it is pumping out. Look at this thing is doing the pumping. God, you gotta love the little animations and stuff. Look at this thing just pumping away. Blah, blah. Just tons of shit. Everybody's shitting themselves. Shitting in their newly plumbed toilets now that we've got a water tower pumping water to the city. And it all comes out here. We're going to get a lot of ground pollution in this area because of these stupid factories and this stupid sewage outflow pipe. But that's okay. That'll be fine. One thing that we probably need to think about in a minute is getting a trade depot set up too. Because these factories are going to want to ship freight, and they're going to try to ship freight initially to these commercial buildings, but we're probably making way too much freight for what we've got here. I mean, these are just low density, low value commercial. So, I mean, I know people want to buy chocolate bars and stuff, but I think even one big factory making chocolate bars, like at an alarming rate. Look at this. Look at all these Boston chocolate bars. It's actually solvents and cream. That's what goes into the chocolate bars. So there's going to be way too much freight. So we're going to have to ship it out globally. And these factories need somewhere to ship their freight to, or else they're going to close down. That's the way it works. Look, this place needs workers. This place has nowhere to ship its freight to. So we can go into this city specialization menu here. We can go to trading, and we can make a trade depot. It costs $10,000, and it costs $75 an hour to maintain. That's okay. But it lets you import, export, and store resources like coal and crude oil. We're going to need this anyway because we're going to probably start drilling oil fairly soon, as soon as we can get some money. It also accepts freight shipments for industry. Additional trade depots attract more trucks from the global market. Does not require power or water to function. Sounds good to me. Let's plop it down. See, look, it needs a lot of room too. We're gonna have to plop it down over here. We're gonna have to build some roads for this. We want to have it in the industrial area. I think that's probably the best area to have it. And shit, I hope this hasn't. Nah, it probably has actually. Look at this. We can't even draw a square around it. We're gonna have to do it like this. Stupid wind farm. That's okay. I'm gonna draw this square around this, and we're gonna be able to put a whole bunch of stuff in here. We're gonna be able to put like a coal power plant or an oil power plant. And a bunch of other shit that I can't think about right now, but it'll be fine. It's a big square. It'll be absolutely fine. Don't worry. Okay, so I'll go back and get this trade depot set up. Whoops. Click the button. Trade depot. Let's get it set up on the side here. That'll be fine. Actually, closer to the edge. There we go. Look at this. Trade depot is now up and running. Local businesses urge mayor to turn Sip City into a shipping hub. Oh, God. Global trade port. Big business. Could make the city rich. No problem. Budget panel? Do I want to learn more about the budget panel? No, I don't. Thanks. I don't need to learn any more about the budget panel. Maybe later. Not just now though. Okay, so back to the city menu over here, city view. Look at this. Demand for industrial is just like skyrocketed. We could probably fill this big square with industrial for now around the wind farm. Get some money, create some jobs and stuff. I think. Oh, this place needs workers. We're going to have to expand. We're going to need to get some residential soon as well. I'm just making squares for now. We can make some fancy stuff later. We're just going to get the city set up for now with squares. Make it look a bit boring. And then when we're ready, we'll start making it look nice. This is very functional at the moment, though. Look at this. We've got a residential area here. We've got this nice commercial buffer zone in between. And then we got all this industry and polluting shit on the side here, and the trade depot. Trade depot still closed, still waiting for people. Oh, look at this. We've got enough industrial buildings now to start working on our specialization. So we should be able to drill oil. Hooray! Look at that, an oil well. My God, and a guy with a cowboy hat. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be like that guy from Dallas. That's me. I'm the Dallas guy. It's gonna be fantastic. $37,500 to make this oil well, and then it costs even more to add more drills and stuff to it, but that's okay. It's gonna make a shit ton of money. It's gonna be great. Oh, look at this. Look at all the traffic already. Oh my God. Look, all these people have moved in. They all want to try to get to work, which is here, here, and here. And look at how congested this is. That's okay, though. We've got a little bit of money, thankfully, and we can upgrade this road to make things flow a little quicker. So we can upgrade it to high density straight away. We've got nothing along it, so nothing's really going to try to upgrade anytime soon. Look at this big jam. But look at, once the traffic gets going, look, it empties it out straight away. So we won't have too many jams here. It's just waiting for the traffic lights, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, look at this chump. What are you doing here, Javon? Has to be at his work. Came from Ross residence. Oh god, I love that. I love how everything you can just click on and find out information about. It's so neat. You can follow people around. You can be like the crazy stalking mayor and follow them and peep through their windows. No, you better not do that. Actually, it's very antisocial behavior, and you could be kicked out of office. Actually, if people find out that you've been doing that, it's not the way to go. We're making a lot of money. Look at this. Look at how much money we're making. We're making $777 an hour. We've already got 16,000 in the bank to play with, and we're just gonna keep making more because we need to save up so that we can make an oil well. So we're gonna get some more industry along here, and probably along here too. Just gonna fill this area up with industry for now, and once we start getting like schools and eventually a college and a university, we can upgrade all this industry. We can make plastics and stuff, and then we can work on the great work site. It's gonna be great. It's gonna take a long time to get to though. This game, it takes forever. It's fun, but holy shit, I mean, it takes hours and hours to get to certain places. Unless you're crazy and you can come in here and just, you know, like micromanage the shit out of everything. You have high APM and you go onto the pro circuit for playing SimCity. You could probably do it in a couple of hours, but I don't play like that. I like to just sit back and enjoy and watch things develop and watch my city grow. That for me is the great joys of SimCity and always has been. And that's how I'm gonna play. That's how I've always played. That's how I'm gonna play now. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great and good. So it looks like a fairly big city, but actually we only have 354 chumps living in Sip City right now. So it's not the dizzying heights of cities yet. I mean, if we put a gambling house down, we would pretty much cripple the city right away. Because gambling houses bring a lot of crime elements. We have a lot of uneducated, low income, low density housing here, which is just like a hotbed for crime. So we don't want to do anything to tip the boat at this point in the city. Gambling, you also need tourists for. Actually, I'm just going to say right now, every time I've tried to set up a gambling house in this game, I've failed miserably. The whole city has just gone to shit. I think you need to wait until you have like a massive population, lots of tourists and stuff to make it pay off. Usually it just sucks money right out of your coffers. You can just see money flying down the toilet at an alarming rate. Until your whole city goes bankrupt, and then you're screwed. So, eventually, I would love to get a gambling house and some gambling facilities set up, but it may take a little while. It may take a little tiny while. Okay, well, that's probably good enough for the first episode. Man, I've been talking a lot. I'm very conscious of the fact that I've been talking a lot and maybe not doing as much as you'd expect to see in the first episode of the series, but great things have to start somewhere. Sip City is going to be fantastic. We're going to keep working at it. We're going to make it the city that it needs to be and that it was always meant to be. People are going to come from far and near to visit our gambling establishments once we get all set up. They're also going to come and they're going to taste our oil. Not literally taste. They're gonna taste. They're gonna reap the rewards of our oil. We're gonna drill a shit ton of oil, make a lot of money. Once we saved up enough money, we can probably do that next episode. I think start drilling, start making some money, start shipping it out of this trade depot. Should be pretty good. For now, thanks as usual for watching, and I'll see you next time.